ending was fantastic. Carson Wentz and the boys dealing with injuries on the offensive side of the football. Deshaun Jackson, 154 yards, 2 TDs last week. Pulls up lame, injured groin. He's done. Alshon Jeffrey.
On the 3rd down and 8.
He didn't give him much.
That's the two
he
dogs.
Had a calf
Those
injury.
are the two leaders.
Yeah,
They're the two leaders of that offense.
So where does Wentz go? Well, he's trying to throw it downfield, but it's picked by Desmond Trufant. The Falcons will take over deep in their own end. And how about the shot that he takes from another Deion, Prime?
He took a good shot right there, but you can't throw that ball in that situation. If I'm a defensive back, I'm happy at that throw.
3-3 game, midway second quarter, underthrown by Wentz. Desmond Trufant just sitting on me bum and taking that one. Wentz really struggled in the first half of this one. What was going on?
You get a pick. You get a pick. You get a pick. You get a pick.
That's right. It's like Oprah's show. Here we go, third quarter. Matt Ryan in just a 10-6 game looking for Julio Jones, who has gotten it done every year against the Eagles, keeping the play alive and finding his big man.
You got to give Julio credit. He one-on-one, he got to win that matchup, and you normally don't see one-on-one coverage in the red zone against Julio Jones.
Now midway through the third, Wentz on 4th and goal, going for it. Nelson Aguilar, he gets the touchdown, so the Eagles are down 5. You know what we're going to do? We're going for 2, Deion. And how about this? Carson Wentz trying to get in, and they say he's in. But take another look. It's reviewed. Officials say Wentz gave himself up on the dive and did not cross the plane, so the Eagles are still down 5. Ensuing Falcons possession. Matt Ryan, what the heck is going on? Throwing into double coverage, Deion?
I've seen several quarterbacks today in the red zone make bonehead mistakes. That's not a good play, especially with the experience.
He was picked off 3 times on the day. On to the 4th. Wentz trying to step up in the pocket with a guy draped all over him and still hits Mac Hollins for 17 yards. Pick up the first down. And how about this? Wentz just gets it off before his knee hits the ground. Unbelievable. And 4 plays later, the big fella, he's got some guts, Deion.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in Carolina said they should have ran the same play a couple nights ago.
So they would also get a successful 2-point conversion, so the Falcons down 3 on 4th and 3 from near midfield. How about Julio, Prime?
See, this is the kind of play you game plan. That's why he was looking over to the sideline, Matt Ryan, saying, yeah, I told you it was going to work. I told you. You get the blitz, check out to a jail. We call that a jail screen, where it's a jailbreak. I love the call. Love the execution of the play.
And unbelievable. Nelson Aguilar, they call the position wide receiver, not wide dropper. He drops it on 2nd and 2, but now on 4th and 14. How about this, Deion? He catches it in traffic.
How do you blow up coverage? Nowadays, everybody's getting back second and a third or fourth down. They're getting back 15 yards and putting like a wall straight across, and they were still able to defeat that coverage.
Now 4th and 8. Zach Ertz right at the yellow stripe, which is not official, they tell me. They rule him shy of the first down, under 2 minutes to go, so it's a booth review, and they say the football did not get to the line of gain, and so that's where Sunday Night Football will end. What an unreal night. It started off a little bit of a yawner, but the last few quarters were fantastic, and the quarterbacks, not eye-popping stats and a lot of turnovers, as in 5 of them between these 2 Pro Bowl QBs. But Matt Ryan and the Falcons, they got it done, and they're breathing a sigh of relief. And now if you look big picture here at the NFC South for just a second, we're going to talk about the injury to Drew Brees. Carolina, we don't know what's going on with them and Cam Newton. Tampa Bay, we don't know which direction they're headed with Jameis Winston and Bruce Arians. Is it possible that the Falcons might be the best team in this division through 2 weeks?
Well, not the way they played a week ago, and they almost relinquished a favorable lead tonight. I don't like the way they executed. The defense needs to step his game up. Matt Ryan had some errant throws. Julio bailed him out at the end. This is not the caliber or the typical play of a true playoff team. Yeah, we're going to get to it eventually with Drew Brees being out. Can they take command of this division? We do know what Carolina is. We do know what Tampa is. They're nowhere to be found. I don't even know why we mentioned them in winning this division. That's not going to happen. With or without Drew Brees, the Saints are going to contend for this title in this division.
All right, let's flip the page and move over to the Philadelphia Eagles. It's been a weird first 2 games for them. right? They were down 17-0 against Washington. They bounced back with a big-time second half and a W there. And here they look sluggish for a few quarters. Yeah, they suffered a couple of injuries there at the wideout position. But this was a team that if you looked at them before the season, we're like, okay, serious Super Bowl contender. Do you have questions about them?
Yeah, I've had questions ever since Nick Foles left. I've had questions. You got to understand the last 2 consecutive seasons, who's taking them where they needed to go? Nick Foles. Now he's going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Although he's hurt, Carson Wentz hadn't been available because of injuries. And guess what happens tonight? He goes down with an injury, comes back into the game, plays pretty good, and I love the way he finished. He was a trooper. But let me tell you something. I'm not sure about this team on all levels. This is the 2nd consecutive week where they had not been consistent on offense or defense.
By the way, there's Philly fans going nuts. You just mentioned the buzzwords. Nick Foles. You can't do that, man. They paid the guy Carson Wentz. They moved on.
Nick Foles.
Don't do it.
Nick Foles.
Don't. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit a buzzer. We're gonna hit a buzzer every time you say it from here on out in the 2019 season. I'm just letting you know. All right, let's move out west. The Rams, Saints, rematch of that NFC title game a year ago with the non-PI. But the big news here is Drew Brees. First quarter, a little hand-to-hand combat with Aaron Donald. Couldn't even pick up a football. He was done for the day with his injured thumb. He's going to see a hand specialist tomorrow in Los Angeles. So Teddy Bridgewater, dust him off. He's thrown only 25 regular season passes since the end of the 2015 season. Meet Clay Matthews. Oh, man. Teddy B, 17 of 30, 165, sacked twice as well. As far as the game, in a 3-3 effort, oh, no, not another rough call. Jared Goff with his team drive and loses the rock. Cam Jordan picks it up, runs it back 87 yards for the touchdown, but Deion, inadvertent whistle, no touchdown.
I don't like this. I mean, we got all kind of instant replays. We got the challenge thing going on, and we still blow this. Although I feel like we have the best officials in professional sports, they got this one wrong.
Sean Payton couldn't believe it. By the way, the good news for him, he got a 5-year extension, according to our Ian Rappaport. Make the check out to Chris with Rose. That's with a big C. Todd Gurley does score on the ground, but the big news is Drew Brees. What's going to happen to him? How injured are you, future Hall of Famer?
Hit my thumb on Aaron Donald, so we'll see. Yeah, I really don't know at this point. Not until there's only so much you can do here, other than just having the doctor look at it on the sideline. And again, I'm gonna see a hand specialist and get his opinion, and then we'll see what the next steps are.
Are you concerned right now yourself about this?
Yeah, I am concerned. I'm hoping it's not too significant.
All right, so we don't know a time frame on the injury here, but let's play the what-if game. If he's out for, say, a month or 6 or 8 weeks, can you give some hope to the Bayou fan base down there? Because let's remember, Nick Foles, backup quarterback, led the Eagles to a Super Bowl championship just 2 years ago. It can't happen.
Teddy Bridgewater was adequate today, wasn't great. Got in last year. I thought he was going to prove himself and get a good free agent deal in the offseason, but he was horrible when he went in. He looked a lot better today. With Sean Payton and how good of a head coach and how good of an offensive guy he is, I'm sure he's going to compensate for Bridgewater's weaknesses, knowing that he may be the guy. I really do think something's going on with Drew Brees in his hand, because Drew Brees is known amongst our game as a dog. He don't come out of games. He does not miss plays. When he's out, that means something's wrong. And this team can hold on, but it depends on how long. I don't trust that darn defense for nothing in this world, though, right now.
So, by the way, Drew Brees in his career as a Saint has missed 1 game because of injury, and that was with the rotator cuff a decade ago. So it just doesn't happen. But you're not exactly selling me on the confidence meter here. I mean, if I'm a Saints fan, I hear, Deion, it depends.
The division is so bad. The division is horrible. Okay, Tampa's not going to do anything. And you know darn well they ain't winning down there in Carolina. So Atlanta, and they're back and forth. And I love my darn Falcons. I got on some red and black drawers right now. But they're inconsistent. I like New Orleans in this division because of Sean Payton. He deserves that 5-year extension. Matter of fact, he deserves 10. I like this team all around in this division, and I think they will be dominant. Teddy Bridgewater can hold on from 4 to 5 weeks. Anything more than that, I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever.
All right, real quickly on the Rams. They're 2-0. That's the good news. You know, last year at this time, they were blowing teams out. And offensively, they were high rev, they were high functioning, all that sort of stuff. It feels like toward the end of last year, once Gurley got hurt, and then with the Super Bowl, the 3 points, and now through the first 2 games, okay, they're winning for the most part, but it just doesn't feel right. Am I off base here?
Now, you're not off base. You got to remind yourself that they went to the Super Bowl, so every team in the NFC studied these guys. They not when Gurley went down last year. When Cooper Kupp went out, that's when his team starts to stumble. He's back. They got to get their rhythm back, understand the run-pass balance, and they got to play some defense. They got a bunch of studs on defense. They need to act like it.
Okay. Still best team in the NFC?
Best team in the NFC.
Just give me a yes, no.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
All right. We might bite on that one a little bit later. We'll see if everybody else agrees with you. But in the meantime, you know what we're talking about? Pat, he was back at it again, even without one of his main targets. Does the reigning MVP have another 50 TDs in him this season? We're putting Deion on the spot. And Big Ben is bumming. Could an injury hand Mike Tomlin his first losing season of his career? Pittsburgh fell to Seattle, which remained unbeaten. But Russ, what happened to the old soft landing?
You know, listen, I know how to slide now. I stole bases just like you, but not as fast. But